Have you ever heard someone speak and you were like, wow, I really like the way that person speaks. I like the way they communicate. I like the way they articulate their thoughts. They're very smooth, and so they're easy to listen to. They're clear. I can understand what they're saying. I'm able to follow their logic, right? Just really enjoy speaking or listening to this person. Have you ever heard someone speak or communicate that way? If so, then what you're experiencing is the same thing that people experience when they hear you. And that is that you are making an impression on them when you speak. You're making a certain kind of impression. They're perceiving you in a certain way. They're receiving the message that you send in a certain way. Now, the only question is, how are they perceiving you? What kind of an impression are you making on people? Are you making on your employers or potential employers, on your colleagues, the people that you work with, your employees, right? Your clients and your customers. What kind of an impression are you making on them when you speak? What kind of impression are you making on people socially? So if you don't like the impression that you've been making on people, and you are making an impression, if you don't like it, then the good news is that you can change it. So the question is, what kind of impression am I making? And do I want to change that? And if so, how can I change it? My name is Michael Williams, and in this video, I want to introduce a series that we'll be going through over the next couple of weeks, let's say. And we're going to be looking at 5 skills and or characteristics that you can develop or that you can learn so that when you speak, you make the kind of lasting positive impression on people so that when your employers or potential employers think about you, you hold the top spot in their mind. When they think about you as the kind of person that they want to promote, that they want to take over a project or run a project, that they want to be around, that they want to listen to, that they want to be influenced by, that they want to recommend or buy from. You want to be able to hold that top spot in their mind whenever you speak, so that when they think about you in a positive way. They think about your communication in a positive way. And so in order to do this, the number one thing that you have to do is become conscious of the fact that, number one, you are making an impression on people. Even when we don't open our mouth, we're making an impression. When we do open our mouth to speak, we're certainly making an impression, right? So you are making an impression. And then the second thing is to understand what kind of impression might I be making on people? And then the third thing is, what kind of impression do I want to make? What's required of me to level up my speaking skills, my communication skills, so that I can make the kind of impression on people that I want to make, that I'm intending on making. You are an intelligent person. You are skilled. You have experiences. You're educated. And in order for you to demonstrate that, in order for you to maximize your true potential, one of the things that you're going to need to be able to do is to communicate well, to be able to articulate your thoughts, and especially under pressure. So sometimes people are able to communicate well in low pressure speaking situations around people that they know or smaller groups or their colleagues. But in certain other situations, like a presentation, or if there's a certain number of people, if there's more than 5 or 10 or 15 or 20, or there's senior level people in there, or you have to say certain things, right? When you have to communicate in those kinds of situations, if you start to feel anxious and nervous, you go cloudy, you start to rush, speak too fast, I just want to hurry up and get this over, stutter, stammer, block, whatever it is that you may struggle with, when that happens, then whenever people see you and hear you, they have a certain kind of impression. They say, well, you know, this person can communicate with 1 or 2 people, or when it's low pressure, when the stakes are low, they're fine. But in order for me to promote this person, or to hire this person, or to recommend this person, they need to be able to handle the pressure, to speak well under pressure. We need a person who has good to excellent communication skills. And so if you've been holding yourself back, or you feel like you're being held back because there's other people who are less skilled, less qualified, but are moving up faster because they can communicate well. If you've been being held back because of your speech, there is something you can do about it, and in a relatively short period of time. You just have to be willing to invest the time and, yes, the money into yourself to level up your speech. This series, though, is going to be absolutely free. So you're not going to have to invest any money. You are going to have to invest some time. But I'm going to walk through 5 characteristics or 5 skills that you can learn to take your speech to the next level. Now, some of you are going to want to accelerate that process, and you're going to want to work with me one-on-one. That's the fastest way to take your speech to the next level. Private coaching is not for everyone. But if you are a professional and you understand the value of having accountability and having personalized and customized feedback, you understand that value, and you've got presentations that are coming up, you've got interviews that are coming up, or interviews that you want to plan for, you've got meetings that you want to start making a better impression, you want to own that top spot in the minds of the people around you, right? You want to turn this thing around, then you'll understand the value of working with someone one-on-one. I'm a do-it-yourself guy, but there came a point in my business where I knew that I couldn't go any further by myself. I had to get some help. And so you may be at the place where you've been trying to do this on your own. You've been watching videos and taking courses. You've been making some improvements, but they haven't been as consistent, as long-term as you would like. Then you're probably at that stage, at that point where, you know what, I need to get some help. I need to get some help. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you look back 2 or 3 months, you're going to thank yourself for doing this. Why didn't I do this sooner? This is such a great investment. I'm getting the money back right now in my next job, in my next promotion, or whatever. So think about that. But for now, I want you to go through this series that we're going to be giving to you, and it's absolutely free. That's going to help you own that top spot in the minds of those who are around you, who are in your sphere of influence, so that when you speak, people hear you, they listen to you, they understand you, they enjoy listening to you, and they're willing to be influenced by you. That's what we're going to be covering in and over the next 5 videos or so. My name is Michael Williams. Thank you so much for listening. I want you to walk away from this video thinking about, what kind of impression am I making when I speak? What kind of impression am I making when I speak? And I'll see you in the next video.